What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple Minecraft Bedrock gunpowder farm. This farm works on 1.20 and on all platforms of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on a phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or PC. By the way, this is an improved version of one of my previous Switch farms. As you guys can see here, this farm produces a lot of gunpowder and other great loot. For this farm, you'll need 4 pistons, 2 chests, 1 hopper, 1 minecart hopper, 1 rail, 1 lever, 8 observers, 40 ladders, 1 trident. By the way, the trident can have any level of durability because it will never break in the farm. 1 glass block, 25 slabs, you can use any type of slab that you want. 2 torches, and finally about 2 sacks and 16 solid blocks, you can use any type of solid block that you want. A couple examples of solid blocks are cobblestone or wood planks. The first step is to go to a witch hut. You can easily find witch huts by exploring swamp biomes. Once you're at a witch hut, break these 2 blocks. Then count 2 blocks forward from this spot. 1, 2. Now break this block. Then place a solid block over here. It's really important that you place that block at the correct spot because that's the spot where witches will spawn. Now break these 3 blocks that are in that corner. It's really important that you break the correct blocks. The next step is to place a block over here and a glass block on top of it. Then break this block. That glass block will push witches that spawn over there into the kill chamber. The next step is to break these blocks. After you have done that, place a block at each of these spots. The next step is to break all blocks that are part of the witch hut. By clearing out this area, it will be easier for you to build the farm. After you are done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to place 4 blocks over here. Now extend that 4 block high wall around this area. Once you are done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to break all blocks that are within 2 blocks of the bottom of the farm. After you're done clearing out that area, place a piston at each of these spots. Make sure those pistons are facing the correct directions. Now place an observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing this way. Then place an observer at this spot. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that piston. Then place another observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing that way. Then place an observer at this spot. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that piston. Now place another observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing that way. Then place an observer at this spot. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that piston. Now place another observer over here. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that way. Finally, place an observer at this spot. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing that piston. After you're done with that step, break this block. Get out of this area, then replace the block. It's really important that all your pistons and observers face the correct directions. Now place a solid block at each of these spots. The next step is to throw a trident at that piston. By the way, the trident can have any level of durability because it will not break in the farm. Then place a block behind this piston. Now place a lever over here. Then flick it down. Once those pistons stop moving, flick it up. As you guys can see there, that should cause those pistons to move around infinitely. That will be the trident killer in this farm. It will automatically kill all the witches. Then flick this lever down to shut the trident killer off. Now place 2 blocks over here. After you have done that, place a solid block behind each piston. The reason there needs to be a solid block behind each piston is to prevent light from going through the pistons. This farm needs to be dark in order for witches to spawn. The next step is to go over here. Now break blocks until you are 3 blocks below the Trident Killer floor. Once you are 3 blocks below the Trident Killer floor, make sure you are facing this way. Now break these 3 blocks. Then break these 3 blocks, and these 3 blocks as well. Then place 2 chests over here. Now crouch down and place a hopper at this spot. Make sure the nozzle of that hopper is facing that chest. Then place a solid block over here. Now crouch down and place a rail at this spot. By the way, it does not matter what direction the rail is facing. Now place a minecart hopper over here. Then place a solid block at this spot. Make sure you place the minecart hopper under one of the 4 blocks of the Trident Killer floor. That will be the collection system in this farm. How it works is the minecart hopper will collect items through the Trident Killer floor. Those items will then get funneled by that hopper into that collections chest. The next step is to place a torch over here. That will prevent mobs from spawning in this area. The next step is to place a solid block at each of these spots. Now place slabs on the roof. These slabs will prevent mobs from spawning on the roof. The next step is to place 40 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you have placed those 40 blocks, go back down here. Then place 40 ladders over here. Those ladders will allow you to easily access the AFK platform. The next step is to place a block over here and a block over here. Then build out 2 blocks this way. Now fill in that outline with solid blocks. After you have done that, place 3 blocks over here. Now break these 2 blocks. Then place 2 blocks over here, and 2 over here as well. Then fill in that outline with solid blocks. By creating that roof, phantoms will not be able to spawn whenever you are standing on the AFK platform. Now cover the roof with slabs. Those slabs will prevent mobs from spawning on the roof. Then place a torch over here. That torch will provide light to prevent mobs from spawning on this platform. At this point, if you want to place some more blocks so it's easier for you to access the ladder, you can do that. I am now going to do a quick fly around so that you can check and make sure you've made this farm correctly. Over here, there should be the witch spawning area. It's really important that you mark the witch spawn spot correctly. Also, when this area is enclosed, it should be dark. Down here, there should be the Trident Killer. Make sure there's a solid block behind each piston. Over here, there should be the collection system. Finally, up here, there should be the AFK platform. I am now going to show you how to use this farm. To use it, first turn on the Trident Killer by flicking this lever up. Then go up here. Once you're up here, just wait. Witches will spawn at the witch spawn spot, then get pushed off by the glass block into the Trident Killer. The Trident Killer will automatically kill all the witches. Their loot will get collected by the minecart hopper, funneled into the hopper, and funneled into the collections chest. The longer you wait up here, the more loot you can get. By the way, if you want to get more loot at a time from this farm, you can hold a sword that is enchanted with Looting 3. The Looting 3 effect will be applied to the trident. Whenever you're done using this farm, first go down here. Then flick this lever down to shut the Trident Killer off. You can collect all the loot in here. If this farm does not work for you, try switching your world difficulty to peaceful and then to hard. Also, try lighting up all areas within about 50 blocks of this platform with torches. Also, make sure your world simulation distance is set to 4 chunks. You can adjust your world simulation distance by leaving the world, then going into the world settings. If you don't want to set your world simulation distance to 4 chunks, another option is to light up all blocks within about 130 blocks of this platform with torches. If you want to expand the collection system, break these blocks. Now place 2 chests over here. Then crouch down and place a hopper at this spot. Make sure the nozzle of that hopper is funneling towards that chest. That will cause items to be stored in that chest and that chest. If you want to expand the collection system further, you can keep adding more hoppers and chests. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this simple Minecraft Bedrock gunpowder farm. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching.